Hello and welcome to this lesson on measuring temperature grade 10s. Right, what is temperature? Basically, what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how to deal with situations where you want to measure how hot or cold a situation is. For example, room temperature, if you want to, let's say, measure water that's hot, how hot it is. Now, you basically would measure its temperature. Now, what we use to measure temperature is use a thermometer. All right. Now, in South Africa, you need to know some basics. For example, you need to know that in South Africa, we use what's known as a Celsius scale, where 0 degrees Celsius would be freezing point, it's where water turns to ice. 100 degrees Celsius would be the boiling point of water, which is where water becomes steam. And 25 degrees Celsius is where we normally have room temperature. Right, now, a lot of these things you would know in terms of basic readings of Celsius. Right, now, in America and Britain, we have what's known as the Fahrenheit scale. All right, they use a different scale to us called Fahrenheit. Now, in their scale, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing, 212 degrees Fahrenheit is boiling point, and 98 degrees Fahrenheit is your room temperature. Right, so if you get a big number over there, you would know basically it is boiling, whereas a small number would be more freezing. Right, to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you would use degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 9 over 5 times by degrees Celsius plus 32. Now, how we use this is basically, if we got the Celsius temperature, let's say it was naught, you put it over there, and you work out your degrees Fahrenheit based on the resultant calculation. Now, there are questions where you're going to need to give, where I will give you, let's say, degrees Fahrenheit, and you have to work out the degrees Celsius. Now, over there, you simply have to work backwards to be able to work it out. Okay. Now, that's a very advanced question for grade 10. So if you're struggling to do that last one where you convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, don't worry about it right now. You'll get to do it in grade 11. Okay. All right, so let's have a look. Examples. Convert 10 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. Over here, we use the formula. We're going to change the degrees Celsius to 10. So we can say 9 over 5 times by 10 plus 32. Now, that on a calculator will give you an answer of 50. Tanya reads a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius on a warm day. Is this correct? Now, 25 degrees is a warm temperature because it is a room temperature, which means this is actually our room temperature. So that's why over here it says yes, as it is a room temperature. Now, if I'd given you another temperature, let's say it was 200 degrees Celsius, and I say it is on a warm day, is this correct? Then what would happen is that you would find that 200 degrees Celsius is actually very, very hot. It's temperature you and I won't be able to survive on. All right. Now, let's ask you the same question, but now change it to Fahrenheit. All right. Abel reads the temperature of 25 degrees Fahrenheit on a warm day. Is this correct? Now, you'll notice that when we looked at the numbers just now, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing, which means 25 is less than that, which means it is actually below freezing points. So if I get a reading of 25 degrees Fahrenheit on a warm day, it actually means that the thermometer given is actually measuring incorrectly or is not working properly. All right. So 25 degrees Fahrenheit is actually a very cold temperature. Right now, I want you to please try out these questions. Right, number 1, to read the thermometer given to you. Number 2 and 3, I give you situations and you have to ask if they are correct or not. Number 4 is to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, which we did already. And then 5 is where you're going to work backwards to go from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Now remember, if you can't do this last one, that's fine. It's not expected at a grade 10 level to be able to do that. Okay.